Wanted Elf to just like fight back, you know what I mean? Like
Oh, in a rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to. Thankful.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Sarika, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, send it to your friends, all the things. Today we are doing, I'm going to start a new series where I compare drugstore or affordable makeup to more expensive makeup. So today I'm actually going to be comparing primers because that's the base of your face. And so I'm going to be comparing the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So if you want to see my review and my overall thoughts, keep watching this video. Okay, so we're gonna be comparing two primers. I wanted to compare the Hydro Grip Primer from e.l.f., but it was all sold out. It's going viral on TikTok. So what I decided to do was get the hydrating, yeah, so I got the Hydrating Face Primer. And it looks like this, and I got it from Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like a CVS, the Canadian CVS. And please do not mind how gross my Milk primer looks, and I'm going to be comparing it today to the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And this is like literally my bread and butter. This is what I use in my makeup routine every time I put on my makeup. So I'm going to first start by reading what each one, like the description of each product. Let's start with the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. So it says that this primer transforms your face into a flawless, smooth canvas, ideal for long-lasting makeup application. The formula is infused with grape, vitamins A, C, and E to help boost complexion and hydrate your skin. Okay, so in terms of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, this is an award-winning invisible makeup primer with a 94% natural gel formula that smooths skin, grips makeup up to 12 hours, and locks in hydration. Okay, so I really did want to compare the Hydrating Grip Primer from e.l.f. because I feel like that's almost the exact same product, but I feel like the purpose of this video is not like my other comparison videos where I'm comparing the same products to each other. I'm comparing a more affordable, like, version of a product to another. So I'm just comparing two primers today, even though they're not exactly the same. But I guess to get a fairer comparison, it would have been better to have the exact same product. I purchased this e.l.f. primer. It was 10 Canadian dollars. And let's see, the Milk primer is, okay, and the Milk primer is 50 Canadian dollars. So 10 versus 50. In terms of the e.l.f., like the amount that you get, this is the small. I'm assuming they have like bigger versions, and you get 0.47 fluid ounces. And then for the Milk primer, you get 1.52 fluid ounces. So, I mean, you get almost one more extra fluid ounce here with the Milk primer versus the e.l.f. primer, but you're paying way more for it, right? So today I'm gonna kind of apply it on the skin. I'm gonna show you what it looks like, talk about how it feels, and then give you like my review. Like, is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer worth the money, or should we just kind of explore more affordable options? So let's start with how the like e.l.f. primer looks. It's so cute. Like, I love this packaging. It's so pretty. Like, it's absolutely so cute. Put some on my hand. Ooh, it looks like this. It's a little thicker than the Milk primer for sure. It's more like a cream, and the other one feels more gel-like, which might make sense. Okay, so I just like got rid of it from my fingers, and my fingers feel really oily. Interesting. So now I'm going to show you what the Milk primer looks like. Like, you can can see it's definitely like more translucent and it's definitely like smoother, and it doesn't feel as like thick. Like it's not thin, but it doesn't feel as thick as the e.l.f. primer. And that's kind of how it looks on my fingers. And I'm just gonna like wipe it off and see. It's definitely not oily, a little sticky, but almost like you don't feel like it's there. So definitely in terms of the formula, like just how it feels, I do prefer how the Milk primer feels. It's just like smoother. But how does it look with foundation? Like, does it work? Is it just, that's kind of what we're looking for, right? So I'm gonna apply it to my face. I'm gonna do 1/2 of my face e.l.f., 1/2 of my face Milk. Hi, Loki. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the e.l.f. primer. Sorry, I have to look in the... I will say, like, upon applying it to my face, you can't really tell that it's there. Loki. Yeah, so upon applying it to my skin, you can't really tell that it's there, which is a really good feeling. Like, it literally, like, only when I touch my skin, I do feel like that oiliness, but like it feels really lightweight, like obviously I'm not gonna be touching my skin after I apply my primer. So I'm gonna go in with the Milk. Applying the Milk like primer, you can probably see that one side is glossier and that's the side of the Milk primer. You can also feel it on your face. It's not like the e.l.f. primer that like just sits on your face and is super lightweight. You can definitely feel the Milk primer. It's jellier. It's not like water, but it's definitely has more of a presence on your face. Like, it feels more moist, almost like cooling on the face. So I mean, that is one pro with the e.l.f. primer, is that it dries really quickly. You don't have to wait, whereas with the Milk primer you have to kind of wait until it dries down before you apply your foundation. So I'm gonna get my foundation and then I'm just gonna kind of apply it to my face so you can see how it looks like immediately, and then I will put on my makeup after and give you my reviews then. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to apply my makeup, well, just my foundation, so you can kind of see how it sits on my face. My Milk primer is dried down now. I will say that the Milk primer took about a minute to dry. Okay, that's an exaggeration. No, I'd say a minute to dry down. In that case, I definitely prefer the e.l.f. primer. Today, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me. My friend actually bought this for herself, and I'm using it because it's been at my house. And clearly, I'm darker than I was when it was cooler. I'm gonna mix it with the NARS foundation that I usually use, the one that's super light. So let's see how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna apply the foundation to my skin. I'm gonna start with the e.l.f. side. I'm just gonna look down at my mirror. I went and got it because it's just easier to see. And you can watch on this side. So I've applied foundation to just the e.l.f. side, and that is pretty, like that's sitting really nicely on my skin. I will say I can already see like under my eye is gonna get oily, and I have some problem areas. So like under my eye, my T-zone tend to get oily. But because I use such matte foundation, I need a hydrating primer. Like, I can't use a matte primer with my makeup, otherwise my face will look crazy. So I will say I love how the foundation immediately looks on my face, and it's already like dried down. Like, I mean, there is some foundation on my fingers, but not much. That's really pretty. Wow. Ooh. And like, I think it looks much better. Like, mixing the darker foundation with my NARS one, definitely a good idea. All right, so now I'm gonna put my mirror on this side, and I'm gonna apply the foundation on the Milk side. Finish the Milk side, and so I don't know, I feel like in person, like I'm looking at my mirror right now, in person it's definitely like the e.l.f. looks so good. Like, it's like dried down, like it's like dried down all the way down. Like, y'all see my, like, look at that, do a close-up versus the Milk. I feel like you can't see the difference because I'm too close, but I definitely prefer how the e.l.f. came out. Like, I know in like right after it kind of looked oilier, but actually compared to the Milk, it's looking more matte than the Milk side. I don't know if you're seeing that. So my immediate impression is, after applying my foundation on top, definitely the e.l.f. won, like, for sure. So now I'm gonna put all my makeup on, come back and show you kind of how it looks, so that you can see how the e.l.f. compares to the Milk primer. So be right back. Okay, so I finished my makeup. I don't love how I look, but I look okay. So this is the e.l.f. side, and this is the Milk side. Just looking at the Milk side, like, it looks more matte on the base, like my makeup, which is the look that I go for when I'm doing my makeup. So in terms of having all my makeup on, I'm going to have to say that Milk wins, but just barely, because like you can kind of see that right here is already kind of getting a bit oily on the e.l.f. side, but it's not terrible. So I mean, you always want your primer to hold and be a really good base for your makeup. And like, to be fair, the e.l.f. primer is not like the hydrating grip primer, which would be a really good comparison for the gripping Milk primer. You can definitely see that the Milk primer is doing what it's supposed to do. Like, it is gripping, child. Like, it is holding on for dear life onto this makeup, and that's what I want. So I would say, like, the finish overall, it's giving Milk is the winner, which I'm so sad about, because I wanted e.l.f. to just like fight back, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted e.l.f. to win, but like, honestly, e.l.f. is really, it gave Milk a run for its money, to be honest. Like, for a $10 primer, like, I really enjoy the formula. Like, it's not terrible. It's a bit oily, like, after you remove it from your hands, but the application of my foundation looked beautiful. Like, you saw how as soon as I put my foundation on, it looked so nice. I think, unfortunately, once I started to like layer on other makeup, that's when it wasn't able to hold on to it as, like, it wasn't able to give that matte finish like the Milk primer was. But I mean, the Milk primer is you get more for your money. Like you're getting almost 1 fluid ounce more. I think that how it feels on the skin though is not like, I prefer this, the e.l.f. primer, because it's overall more lightweight, but milk, the performance is better. Like you can just see there's like, where are the pores? Like there are no pores on the milk side, but you can kind of see right here a lot of texture with the e.l.f. side, which is totally fine. Obviously your setting powder, your setting spray also plays a role in that, so you can't completely just put the onus on the primer. So I'll talk to you later, and I'll end the video here. I'm just gonna say, spend your coins, get that milk primer because it's worth it. But you know, if you're in saving season, e.l.f. is gonna do that job for you, okay?